Today we will be dissecting Austin Dunham's advice on building an attractive Instagram profile as a man, so that you can learn from what he gets right and what he gets wrong about Instagram maxing.
Starting off first with portraits. Now, when I say portraits, this is a picture that's usually cropped up close and is mostly just showing you yourself.
Although using portraits might make sense for Austin, as he does modeling and promotes his looks maxing content for guys, that doesn't mean you should do the same as a guy just trying to look attractive to girls on Instagram. Posing for a shot in a fancy outfit with no context other than you trying to look attractive for your Instagram page can be seen as feminine and try-hard. Looks are important, but they can be overshadowed by a weird vibe of trying too hard to show them off. It also fails to incorporate other attraction triggers, which even Austin recognizes as important, such as being in a high-status location. Instead of posing for portraits, prioritize candid-style pictures, or pictures of you in a cool setting with cool-looking friends. You should still make sure you look as physically attractive as possible in these pictures, without making it seem like the purpose is to look handsome the same way a girl shows off her looks on her Instagram. For more details on taking high-value candid pictures that don't make you look try-hard, check out my course and free community linked in the description.
Now, one high value tip you want to implement with scenic portraits is to not necessarily pose for the picture. You want these pictures to more so come off candid. So either you're walking, looking off to the side, you're chilling on a bench or something, and somebody just so happens to capture the scene, the environment, you just so happen to be placed in it also.
Austin is correct that candid pictures are good, but what he means by candid still comes across as forced. Looking off to the side usually still looks candid and forced, especially in the examples he's giving. Instead, try to look like you were in motion and genuinely doing an actual activity instead of walking towards the camera and looking off to the side while mewing. Unless the background or setting the photo is in is interesting enough to justify such a posed shot.
Reels are anything you want it to be. You can either tell a story, you can be inspirational, you can give advice through speaking content. There's many ways to approach it.
Although Austin is suggesting Reels to grow your account, I think it would be a mistake for a guy trying to build up a good personal Instagram page that makes him seem attractive and socially desirable to come across as if he is trying to be an influencer. If you genuinely are trying to be an influencer, then yes, Reels are a great way to grow an audience, and you should take Austin's advice. But if you aren't trying to do that, it can come across as a little strange to be giving gym advice or showing off your outfits if you are just aiming to use your Instagram for personal purposes. Alternatively, I would suggest making Reels, highlighting a trip you went on with cool music in the background, or something of that nature, as it is more personal and doesn't look like you're actively trying to be an influencer or anything. Although I critiqued a lot of Austin's points in this video, there are some things I think he got spot on.
All right, let's move on to the second photo style, and this is called the wide angle scenic portrait. So it's still a portrait picture of yourself, but since it's more wide angle, it's giving a lot more context to the environment and where you're at. So it's less of an emphasis on your looks, your fashion, but more so capturing an high status environment through travel or even luxury. So let's say, you're on an exotic beach, you're at a nice dinner, you're on a boat, you're doing something to where you want to showcase not just you yourself, but everything else around you.
I do disagree with his approach on executing a post like this, but it is true that showing yourself in a high-status environment is a great way to convey value on your Instagram page. Pictures of you at a nice venue, social setting, or a different country can all convey good things about yourself. Just try your best to make it look natural and not like you are showing off. You want it to look like a part of your everyday life. If you make it look like something super rare, that you had to organize a photo shoot around it, it may not have the same effect as it doesn't look like a part of your regular lifestyle.
Now, lastly, in terms of photos, we got the carousel. The carousel is basically just a collection of pictures all in one. So you can swipe and see different photos of yourself. Some people also call this a photo dump.
This is another great tip. Photo dumps allow you to show highlights from a trip you went on, occasion, or season, where you did a bunch of activities like summer or spring. Having a picture where you look the best at the front is ideal, followed by a mix of candid pictures, pictures of just the scenery, and aesthetic pictures that fit the theme of the post. It is better to post every few months, but with each post including a few pictures organized in a dump or carousel, as opposed to posting every picture by itself, as it will hurt you in the algorithm and can come across as spam, leading to unneeded unfollows from your page.
Stories are pretty much just a collection of the things you capture throughout the day. It can be pretty formal or it can be informal depending on the way you approach it. Of course, we're having this high value, attractive man mindset. So I find that demonstrating higher value about yourself and still leveraging yourself in the most attractive way is going to work best for stories.
Once again, Austin is cooking with his advice regarding stories. Stories are a great way to show off your lifestyle to the girls who follow you without posting on your timeline all the time. Showing off an occasional mirror pic, scenery if you went somewhere cool, or a dinner table every now and then if you ate somewhere nice, can be a great way to build attraction with your female followers. Organizing these into a couple highlights is even better, and lets girls see what your lifestyle is like, which in combination with your posts, can convey yourself as a high-value man. If you want to build an attractive Instagram page and get hot girls to follow you so that they see your high-status stories and enter your dating funnel, check out my course and free Instagram maxing community linked below. It is full of detailed advice on all aspects of building an attractive Instagram profile, including photo inspiration from successful pages with real attractive girls following them and liking their pictures. So be sure to check that out if all this is interesting to you. I'll see you guys in the next one.